Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm your Melanated Queen and your hostess, Lil Foxy, aka Seven Wonder You All. Today, we have an interesting topic. I didn't really want to touch too much on this one, but because I kept hearing things about it, I decided to come on here and just give my thoughts and opinions on the matter and the situation. Okay, let's get the banner rolling, y'all. Okay, Shanquella Robinson and the fact that ammunition is scarce, because I think we need to touch on that. Someone sent me a text today telling me about this, and I think we need to actually examine these issues right here. All right. So before we begin, let's join our hands and let's bow our heads, you all. All right, dear universe, dear spiritual ancestors, dear warriors, dear angelic warriors, to all of our creators, all of our ancestors, those that are looking out for us on the spiritual realm, I want to say thank you for the fact that we are still standing here despite everything that we've been through that has tried to knock us down and take us out, for the spiritual attacks that we are aware of and that are not aware of, that you have blocked and reversed and returned to sender. We thank you. To all of the moments that people wanted to bring us to our demise and they failed, and we came back even stronger and more powerful than ever, and they wondered how did we do it. You know what? I want to also give thanks to the haters that can't stand to see us shine. The fact that our light is so big and so bright that it causes them to blind. Okay? And we will always remain on our grind. Can I get an amen? All right? Because this time is our time. And let us play and rewind. Let me stop. But also, let me just say this. So, I have been under heavy attack, and today someone meant something to be my downfall. Okay, they meant it to be my demise, but you know what? It's not what they tried to make it be. And so, therefore, I give thanks anyway because whatever their plan was against me, it's all going to work for my benefit. All right, no matter what they try to do to me, you can never get rid of me. I'm too busy trying to put you out your misery. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. And I also want to say, thank you so much that we are still here breathing on our own. We have the activity of our lungs. We are of sound mind and sound judgment. We are in our right minds. Some of us did not make it out of the bed. Some of us did not open our eyes today. But for those of us who did, and you are still dealing with attack, don't worry, okay? And don't be weary because the Creator got you and you got you. All right. And so I am praying for those of you out there that feel like you don't want to be here anymore. I've had someone tell me that today. I've had someone get very emotional today with me, and it touched me because this person is a very um, nice person, a kind spirit, a special spirit, and they're always such a bright light. They have a good heart, and to hear these things, it weighs heavy on my soul. I don't like hearing that people are dealing with this type of pain and suffering. You all, we need to be more caring of one another, more understanding of one another, more giving to one another. Stop being so negative in this world. Stop being so neglectful when it comes to one another. At the end of it all, we are human. We are mankind, one and all. We are all one mankind. I know that the enemy likes to play divisiveness against us. They likes to put us against one another based on our differences. But at the end of it all, we all have a spirit and we all have feelings, you all. F your feelings Friday, y'all. So F your feelings for those of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that try to bring spiritual attacks our way. F your feelings. When this gets reversed and returned to sender, I don't want to hear y'all complaining. Okay? And you know who you are. All right. So with no further ado, let the games begin, shall we? Let me turn my camera on, y'all. What's good, y'all? I washed my hair before I came on. So there you have it, the mini fro. You're going to see this thing is going to bush up within about an hour or two. So what you see here is going to be like this, even more volume. Okay? All right, so as you can see, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, we're talking about Shanquella Robinson today. I don't want to delve in too deep on it, but I do have to share some things about it because I had the chance to watch the video. Okay, I did see the video, and I'm not going to play that video because unfortunately it leaves her in a very vulnerable state. The fact that she got beat up with no clothes on, for one thing. The fact that there were not one but two other people in the room while she was being attacked and they videotaped her demise is very sad, you all, to say the least. And why I titled this video the BITCH Ninja Movement, because there was a guy in the video in the background and you could hear him saying, "Can't you at least fight back?" Y'all, I can't make this up. And so while I'm not going to show the footage, I will play you some of the recordings so you can hear it for yourself. What type of men are out here allowing these types of attacks to take place on these women out here? How can you call yourself a man when you allow things as such to happen and take place in front of your very eyes? And the fact that you can sit there and record it, what does this say and what does this speak about when it comes to the quote unquote males of today, you all? The bench jiggers, okay? Because that's not a real man that can watch that attack go down. Be in the room, record it, and think it's okay. He didn't even try to break up the fight. Is this something to be proud of? Let's see if I can find it, you all. It's sad. It's sad what this world has come to today. The fact that people rather pull out a cell phone or watch people come to their untimely demise than to try to help someone before they pass away. It's sickening, you all. Okay, let me pull this up. Let's see which. Oh my gosh. Let's keep going. Make sure if you come into the building, you like, share, and subscribe, you all. All right, I'm going to play this for you. So hopefully you can hear this. All right, it might. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I got my Bluetooth on, y'all. Let me turn that off. No wonder you couldn't hear anything. Okay, let me try this again. My apologies. I want you to hear how aggressive this sounds. At least something. At least fight back, something. Get up, bro. Get up. Yeah. Shit. Right. Okay. But look, can you at least fight back? At least something. At least fight back, something. Get up, bro. Get up. Yeah. Shit. Right. Okay. I mean, you can hear her being hit. You can hear she was being attacked in her head. She's being hit in her head. That's what you heard. And you heard the person going, like basically, get up. And it was a very aggressive, brutal attack. She was being pulled by her hair and punched in her head. And the whole time you hear this quote unquote male in the background saying, "Get up. Can't you at least fight back?" Something. Like instead of him intervening. Oh, and let me point out the fact that the person that she was attacked by was not even a female. It was a trans. Gender, you all. I want to see if I can find the photograph, you all, that was sent to my phone because I didn't know she was attacked by a male. So he was born a male and tried to turn himself into a female on top of that. That's what made it even worse. Let's see if I can find that photograph and show y'all. So the news is allegedly that it has been arrested. I don't know if that is true or not. Um, But I just thought I would come on here and talk about it because we gotta people gotta do better, y'all. The fact that you have males out here pretending to be women, wanting to be women, wanting to attack women, and nothing's being done about the fact that this was a male that did this, y'all. What gives him the right to pretend like he's a woman and then fight her like he's a woman and really he's a man? Okay. So that might have been why she didn't try to fight back. I would have probably tried to fight back, but I guess maybe she just gave up. I don't know her reasoning for not fighting back. I can't say why she didn't do it. But I mean, it's sickening, y'all. It's sickening that things have gotten this out of control, that people would actually condone this behavior, because this happens far too often. This is not the only time that something like this has taken place. What is it, Tink Tink? This is not the only time that something like this has gone down, you all. I'm going to have to put photo. I'm going to have to send this to myself so you all can see it if possible. It's sick. That's all I can say. It's sickening. All right, so I did find a picture of it. Let's see if I can share my screen. I don't know if this is even going to show, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, this is the photo that was sent to me. 3122. Let's see here. It says preview. Let's see. Come here. Get down. Oh my gosh. You know what? I probably would come out better just finding a photo. Hold on one second. Well, let me just find a photo of myself because I don't think that. So one of these was a guy. Yeah, I don't see if I can. I don't see the photo. Okay. Okay. I don't know where they found that photo from because the one they sent to me, they have them side by side. You can clearly see it was a man that attacked her. It's sick, y'all. Let me just try to share my screen anyway. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go here. All right. So this should, will you stop? This should present some images for you. All right, now I'm going to show you the attacker that was in the video, y'all. Let's see. Let's keep there. You see the hotel fight right there. Stop. That's the scene right there. They have blurred out the image. That's her being attacked right there. This is the attacker right there. Let's see if we can find the guy that did it. Okay. Right here. Let me try to blow this up. This right here is a male. As you can look at the chin and jawline. This is the one that attacked her. Okay. He attacked her. This is not a female. Let's get this very clear. This is a male. And I don't care the fact that he may have gotten body parts done, hair weave put in, makeup, lashes, and nails. He biologically, this is a male attacking a female. Okay. So I don't care what people say. I don't care how girly he acts. It doesn't matter. This was clearly a biological male, and they have strength that are unmatched to women. Okay? Let's get clear on that. So, anytime another male could be in the room and film this and watch this go down and talking about, oh, you can't even fight back, do something, and filming it. Because we saw his cell phone in the background, like he was holding his phone up recording the whole thing. That is an accessory, you all. And all of them need to be locked up. This is sickening. Too many times. Here's a picture right here. Here it is, y'all. Too many times this keeps taking place. This thing right here is what attacked Miss Shanquella Robinson, y'all. This thing thinking that it's a woman and it is not. Okay. So my question is, if it did get locked up, if he, she, it, if he got locked up, whatever it is it going to the women's prison or jail, or is it going to the men's prison or jail? Because that's what somebody had asked earlier. I would pose that question. It depends on what parts it has, because technically, if it has male parts, I would think it could still get a female pregnant. So, I mean, really, y'all, right here, you can probably see the brutal attack right here if we push play. I don't want to push play because this is really, there's no dignity for what she had to go through. It's no integrity for what has taken place. She didn't even try to fight back, y'all. She should have tried to at least fight back. I think she thought if she just not do anything and just take the beating, they would leave her alone. But clearly that didn't take place, because they're saying that part of her neck was snapped and her vertebrae was broken. These are some still shots and images that you can see right here in the hotel room. It's sickening, y'all. This is sick. Let me see. This, okay. New video shows woman being abused, nude on vacation. She didn't have any clothes on when they did this to her. Found dead hours later. Graphic video shows Shanquella being physically assaulted with no clothes. She had a broken neck. So just imagine having a broken neck, you all, not being able to move and being attacked by people that you so-called thought were your friends, y'all. These the frenemies. I'm not even gonna play this freaking video because they're gonna probably strike my channel if I play it. But it's out there if you want to see this video. It's on Twitter. It's all over the place. It's been a mystery as to how Shanquella Robinson, 25, ended up DEAD in Cabo, Mexico, while she was on vacation with several friends. Now, new video shows a naked and defenseless Shanquella being physically assaulted in a motel room. Shanquella is originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Charlotte. And she was found DEAD on October 30th, 2022. What was going on, y'all? Was this sacrifice season? You had her on October 30th, Takeoff on the 31st, going into November 1st. Man, this is an evil, cruel, wicked world in which we live. This is her right here. Autopsy reports results show Shanquella had a cracked spine and a broken neck. So she could not even move, y'all. She was no threat to anyone. She was really defenseless and at the mercy of anybody that would help her. But Mexican authorities never pursued criminal charges on anyone. So she was basically lying there paralyzed and paralysis. Okay, sometimes if and it depends on how far up it goes, which vertebrae it is, it can make it even difficult for you to breathe, because all of how our bodies function, the further up that you get basically injured, the more it affects your lower limbs. Shanquella was on vacation with several of her friends in Cabo. The group was partying and drinking, having a good time. New video shows a woman punching, hitting, and slamming Shanquella to the ground while on vacation in Mexico. Y'all, I be careful about who you consider your friends. If these people seem fake, phony, envious, jealous, if they give you the inkling, leave them alone. Do not go out of town with them. Don't be going to their house. Don't drink around them. Don't leave your drinks, cups, food around them. Don't accept anything that they have to give you to eat because you do not understand. People are evil and vicious out here. Look at this. This is the she, he, it that was attacking. This is Shanquella right here with no clothes on. Basically, and as you can see from the video footage, the people that were filming were standing right in this location right here. The male was over here with his phone. There was a female right here because she had nails, and they were both watching this go down. Shanquella did not even fight back, y'all, at all. There is no word on what led to the fight. It starts with men and women recording, just watching the woman attack Shanquella. The naked and defenseless Shanquella is slammed to the ground by the woman during the attack. A man video recorded the assault says. That's not a man, okay? Because a real man would not just sit there and record somebody being beaten to their defenseless demise. He would have tried to stop the attack, stop the assault. But no, because we don't have real men out here in the world, they want to pull out a cell phone camera and record. Y'all, when does it ever stop? This is disgusting. He said, Quella, can you at least fight back? Do something. Dummy. The female attacker then yells for Shanquella to get up. The attacker then says, with all this rage, infuriated. Like it looked like it was a buildup of hostility. Like it could not wait to put its hands on Shanquella. Like, yeah. And there are females like that right now, just waiting, watching, willing, and waiting because they want to get a piece of you in the first place. They want to pull your hair out. They want to scratch your face up. They want to do some damage because they already hate. The female attacker, okay, so I'm tired of your ish. Wow. The video then cuts off in less than 24 hours. Shanquella mysteriously ended up DEAD at the motel. Shanquella's friends called her family to tell Shanquella. They told her mother that she was DEAD. What? Shanquella's friends called her mother to tell Shanquella's mother that Shanquella was DEAD. Shanquella's friends initially said that she passed away from alcohol poisoning. They lied to her mother. Another friend had a different story, according to the family. So the stories didn't make sense. As the story started falling apart, y'all, they're going to jail. Shanquella's family says that all of her friends on the trip had a different story. They're not friends. All of her enemies had a different story on the trip as to how she came to her untimely demise. So, y'all, they didn't even have a freaking story straight because all of them don't know how to lie in unison. Dummies. They were dumb. They're ignorant and dumb. But none of Shanquella's friends mentioned anything about her being attacked and naked on a video. Shanquella's associates, we'll call them enemies, later made it back to the United States while Shanquella's DEAD body was still in Mexico. They didn't care anything about this girl. A cause of death has not yet been ruled yet. I mean, well, we know what happened. She was attacked and murdered. Autopsy reports say that Shanquella had a broken neck and a cracked spine. How did that happen? We just saw the attack at the time of her death. Mexican police have not filed any charges in this case, saying that they do not believe any foul play took place. This is sickening, y'all. Look, who is this? Is this the attacker too? Is this him that was in the video, or is this the one that was filming it? I don't know. Anyway, Shanquella's family had to pay $6,000 to get her body flown back to the United States. Her family says she was beat to death. Of course she was. Shanquella's autopsy further shows that her death had nothing to do with alcohol poisoning. Of course it did not. Shanquella formerly attended West Charlotte High, y'all. West Charlotte High School, anybody that knows about West Charlotte High knows that that is a rough, it's considered a rough part of Charlotte, you all. West Charlotte High, a lot of people went there. If you're from Charlotte, then you know what's up. It's up and it's stuck, y'all. But she went there and she went to attend Winston-Salem State University. Both schools are in North Carolina. Shanquella was the owner of a hair braiding business that was popular with kid braiding. Shanquella also owned a women's clothing boutique store. Okay. Yeah, these people are sick. I don't know. You don't need friends if the friends are going to do this type of stuff to you. What's good? Got him. Oh, you have a cat? Yes, I have two little kitty cats. Got him. Yes, got him. You do not need friends with this type of energy going around. I will remain a loner by my goddamn self. What you say? By myself, by my god, because at least you'll be here to fight another day and live to see tomorrow and tell about it. Yeah, you don't need all these negative people around you that are jealous of you, that want to take you to. They probably were jealous of her. That's what I get out of the whole situation. So, yeah, just be real careful who you surround yourself with. I have to say that. It is disgusting, man, that people can actually go around and do these egregious things to people. And yeah, without any further ado, let me get into some other information that was sent to me earlier today. This is talking about ammunition. Had Shanquella had a GUN on her, okay, a couple people probably wouldn't be here today, especially if it was me. Um, let's go on. Let's see. It says here. So the Simpsons have a prophecy for 2023. They are predicting something about ammunition, y'all. I don't know. Somebody sent this to me today. Was it on TikTok? It says, "Look, y'all, get your ammo up." Well, why the video won't play? I thought the video was gonna play. I was gonna share it. Anyway, we'll find a video on this, or we'll find an article about ammunition shortages, because I know people are aware of what's going on. This started going on right when COVID, right when COVID hit, ammunition shortage. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it, because they think we're stupid out here. Okay. So they say here, ammo shortage, September 2022 update is getting worse. It's getting worse. Now, you know, they used to sell the 9mm up in Walmart, y'all. You know, you could get a pack for like $25, $24.99 to be exact if you want it. Let me hear you holler. But no, you cannot go to Walmart anymore to get your ammo. And if you go to the gun range, do you know how much they're selling per box? Okay, they are trying to beat you in the head with what they're selling the ammunition for. All right, let's share the screen because we're going to go over some of this information, y'all. So everybody just get ready, because this is what they want. They want you to be out here without your ammunition. They want you to be caught off guard. So we got to stock up and get our supply up. All right, let's go on. It says, why is there ammunition shortage? They're trying to say the freaking COVID led to the shortage in 2020, which continued to 2020. I don't fall for that, because if they got ammunition to start a war over in Ukraine, and then you got ammunition for us too. Okay? Is the ammo crisis over? The major ammunition companies have ramped up manufacturing capacity, but most industry observers believe the shortages will continue at least through the end of the year. Of course, they want this to happen. They don't want us to have any of it. So make sure y'all stock up on it. Um, let's see if there's an article that I can read to you all. Everything to know about the US. Let's click on this right here, y'all. Oh, y'all just, oh, there's so much going on out here. It's ridiculous.
In the US, complete freedom of choice when it comes to the types of firearms they can purchase. However, since the year 2021, hunters and other people who own handguns and rifles have had a difficult time locating ammo for their firearms. Hi, this is Tom from Gunslinger Pro, and today we will discuss the ammo shortage and the September 20. 21 ammo shortage update. We would also answer some of the most asked questions, such as why is there a lack of ammunition and for how much longer will it continue to be available? So
Hmm.
let's dig right into it. What has been causing an ammo shortage?
Nonsense. That's what's been causing ammo shortage. Just like they try to claim we have a coin shortage. Nonsense. Okay, they think we're stupid.
In the United States, ammo shortages are not a new phenomenon. Between 2008 and 2016, our nation had many shortages.
Y'all, they control all this stuff. They control the manufacturer, they control the materials, the resources. They dig into the earth. They salvage, and salvage and plumage and pillage the earth for what they want to make this stuff. So don't sit up here and tell me it's a freaking goddamn ammo shortage, y'all. We know this is not true.
Which were brought on by both panic buying and the introduction of new regulations. The current shortage of bullets is the result of the pandemic produced by
So the COVID virus called caused the ammo shortage,
the
y'all.
COVID-19 virus, as well as other issues. Increase in firearms purchases. When
Hell yeah, increase in firearm purchases. Let them try it, okay? Let them try it.
purchasing firearms from a certified firearms dealer, prospective buyers are required to submit to a background check. A report compiled by the FBI
Y'all want to know how official that background check is?
found that the number of background checks conducted in 2020 and 2021 exceeded the total number of checks conducted in any of the prior years by more than 10 million. The expansion of the scope of background checks suggests that a greater number of individuals purchased firearms in the years 2020 and 20.
As they should. We got to protect ourselves against the freaking government, y'all. Especially when they're telling you that they're going to come to your house, and try to inject you with something that you don't want. We saw that on the prior videos that I did back in 2020. Yes. And when the guy, I forgot who he was, said if they want to take a needle and plunge it through your veins. Oh, yeah, go back and check that video. So if it comes down to it, American citizens are ready to go to war. And the people in Texas, the people down south already said, if you want to come and take it, they're not playing. They ready.
2021
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, y'all.
than in previous years. Note that this data does not represent people who obtained firearms without going through a background check. Examples of this include people who received guns as presents or who transferred ownership.
You know how somebody really cares about you? Real love is when your significant other gets you a gun, y'all, for Christmas, for your birthday, for just whatever occasion, because they care about your safety. If they really care about you and love you, you all, they'll get you some protection to make sure you good. That's when you know you're winning in this world. But some people scared to do that for their significant other because they don't want them to use it on them. That's sad, right?
Of guns. Because more people in the US now own firearms, the need for ammunition has increased. Even if producers of ammunition have increased their output in order to meet demand, there is still a shortage of bullets.
Why I don't believe this? Because they can sit up here and make all these freaking cars. You saw the car video I showed how they make all these cars that people cannot buy and purchase. And a lot of people can't even afford to get the loans to purchase these cars. So what do? They go and park them on the runway and let them rot. So if you can make all these freaking cars, you shouldn't have a problem making these little micro tiny ass bullets, okay?
Reasons for ammo shortage. Remington bankruptcy in 2018. Since its founding in 1918, Remington has grown to become one of the most successful gun and ammunition manufacturers in the US. On the other hand, Remington filed for protection under Chapter 11 of the Bankruptcy Code in 2018 and 2020. The bankruptcy procedures caused the company to lose investors as well as revenue, and it was unable to maintain its manufacturing of ammunition.
All right. So they're not the only ones, you are, that manufacture bullets. And we know this. All right. We know this to be true because when the military needs arsenal, all of a sudden they magically have all these machine guns. They have drones, they have bombs, they have helicopters, they have all types of artillery and equipment to send the soldiers to war. And you mean to tell me they can't even keep some 9 millimeters? okay, stocked in the stores for the citizens, they don't want you to have them.
As a result, because Remington temporarily halted production, consumers were forced to source their ammunition from other manufacturers. Other ammunition producers were happy to take Remington's clients, but they found it difficult to keep up with the rapid surge in demand, which contributed to a shortage of ammunition. In a stroke of good fortune, Vista Outdoors has purchased Remington, and the new owner is hard at work reviving and expanding munitions productions in Remington factories located around the United States. COVID-19 pandemic supply chain issues. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, consumers
Y'all be careful with them injections. I'm gonna say it again.
who were unable to obtain merchandise from their preferred American brands had the option of purchasing ammunition that was manufactured in other countries. On the other hand, the pandemic has caused disruptions in foreign supply chains, which has led to a 34% decrease in the amount of ammunition imported into the US. It takes longer than typical for imported ammunition to enter the US, and dealers report experiencing shipping delays ranging from 6 months to a year or more because of the disruptions in the supply.
Pretty much, they got an answer for everything about why they have a shortage, y'all. I'm tired of seeing Remington because they're not the only ones that make it. They're not the only ones that make this. Political ties. Yeah, let's get into that because that's what's going on. Like I said, do y'all remember just a couple of weeks ago, they had the issue going on with the alleged mass shooting that took place at the Walmart out in Chesapeake, Virginia. Donald Trump already said they're coming for your weapons. Okay, he said this to the American people. I don't know if you heard him or not, for the people in the back. um but y'all, I want you to take a look at that mass shooting because something doesn't sit well with me when I listen to the alleged victims of the shooting. She basically said, and I think her name was like Breonna Taylor or something. I can't remember her actual name, something to that effect. But she basically said she was in the break room. The manager came, held up the gun, started aiming, started shooting. She thought it was a simulation. She didn't realize it was real until she saw blood pouring from one of her coworkers' necks. Then she realized, oh, I might as well go save myself. Let me run. Then she said she ran, right? But I'm wondering, if you're in a break room, how did you run past the shooter if the shooter came into the break room with the gun? Like, how did this happen? She never really gave details about it. She told the same story on ABC. She went to CNN and she went to another channel and they interviewed her and she kept her same script and she told the same story. And then I saw another woman, a Caucasian woman, that came on there and she was a crisis actor, y'all. So if this isn't GUN control, I don't know what is. They don't want you to have ammunition, point blank and period.
Homes are one of the primary factors contributing to the present ammo shortage. So, why are suddenly so many people in the United States purchasing firearms? The following are some of the more important ones. Political ties to gun purchases. Many Americans expected President Obama to strengthen gun control regulations and restrict gun purchases when he was elected in 2008. Fearing that they would be unable to purchase firearms, other Americans began panic buying and stockpiling firearms. Even the
Oh, but do you remember when they wanted people to give up their guns and people voluntarily gave up their guns? Never would I ever.
Though Obama never enacted meaningful gun control legislation, firearm manufacturers were unable to keep up with the surge in demand, resulting in ammo shortages. According to the Washington Post, gun demand decreased marginally after President Trump's election in 2017. The sharp decline occurred because of President Trump and the Republican Party's vow to safeguard Second Amendment rights. During his tenure, however, more people of color and LGBT people acquired firearms in order to protect themselves from racial and gender-based.
Hmm. Can you blame them? Oh, no, they didn't, y'all. Everybody remembers the infamous Sandy Hook simulation. Now, I want you to look at these children, right? Because if there was really a massacre shooting taking place, do you want your child to go to school, stand in single file line, and put their hands on the back of someone else's shoulders? Or do you want your child to get out of there and run for their freaking lives? Or do you want everything to be orchestrated as such, knowing that there's an active shooter on the premises, you all? This was for cameras, and this was proved to be a freaking false flag. I'm so happy that they brought this up. I am so glad that we captured this image. Y'all, they pulled on the heartstrings of the American people. This happened around December the 14th, back in like 2014 or something like that. I can't remember the exact year. Y'all just look at Robbie Parker's father, the actor, okay? And look at the fact that these children were seen in the background taking pictures with Obama, your prior president. Okay. They actually have pictures sitting on his lap. So you tell me what's really going on here. And I don't have to play it right here on here because I already have other videos about it. You can go back and check my channel. If YOUTUBE doesn't try to STRIKE it, but yes, I've already visited this situation. I already ruled this out to be false. We know that these were crisis actors. We know that they tricked these children, telling them that they were probably in some type of simulation drill, because they kept saying it seemed like a drill. When you hear that word drill, simulation, you already know some crisis acting going on, y'all.
Sandy Hook and the Las Vegas Strip massacre is evidence of this. Several anti-racism and police violence protests occurred in 2020.
So basically, it is to control the guns.
The ammo scarcity will end now that you understand why it exists. Unfortunately, many ammo sellers expect the shortage and price increases to last until early 2023, especially if more Americans continue to acquire weapons.
Do you blame do you blame the people as much as we're lied to? I put nothing past the government. I put nothing past these people, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, God. I might even know you were in the chat. What's good, knowledge seeker? Hey, am I dropping the link? Yes, I will, knowledge. I didn't even know you were in the building. I was so wrapped up into my presentation, y'all. I just dropped the link if you want to come up. Shout out to you. You said, yep. Are you dropping it? Yep, yep, yep. There's the link if you want to come up. But yes, so like I said, make sure y'all please like, share, and subscribe if you like this information that I'm presenting. If this information is helping you at all, please, like I said, like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm trying to grow this channel, you all, and I'm trying to be more consistent. So I hope you are appreciating that. But yeah, so what do you think? What are y'all thinking out there about the situation that's taking place, the fact that they're taking the ammunition and raising the price on it? They put like a limit on how many firearms you can get per household out in Virginia, you all. It was one per month per family. So they're doing everything they can to try to limit you from having a way to bear arms, if you will. That's supposed to be part of your constitutional right. You all know that. Oh man, it is an atrocity, you all. And I just think that more of our young melanated females need to get trained in how to use their firearms so that you're comfortable with it, so that you're not scared to use your firearm. As a licensed realtor, we just had someone to send. I'm going to read this to you because I got this email that came through to my email earlier. I think it was yesterday, you all. Let me find my other phone. Hold on one second. I'm going to read this to you all because this is very important information. So, anybody out there that's dealing with the public, if you are a female, be very, very careful of your surroundings. And I'm going to share a quick story with you as well. Um, let's see here. Knowledge seeker, I see. I'm going to bring you up in just a second, King. Okay, here it is. Okay. And I'm not going to give the person's name, but this came from one of our colleagues at the office. Actually, I think it came from our broker in charge or somebody like that. She said, okay, good AM. We had one of our own agents experience this scenario this week at the property address at such and such. I'm not going to name the property address, but it was the same zip code in which I reside. So it wasn't that not that far from here. She reached out to a realtor lead. The guy asked her to do a video for him because he is not in the area. So just to give you some feedback and scenario on like realtors, what we do, if you are out of town and you cannot see a property, We can actually go to the property ourselves and do like a FaceTime video for you while you're on the phone, or we can video the property on your behalf because we get a lot of people that do move out of town that are interested in relocating. So we do that, as a courtesy to our clients. She went to the property that day around 2 p.m. to do the video. When she got there, two guys were standing in the driveway next to a car. She went down to the cul-de-sac and turned her car so she could leave if necessary. So they always tell you, like, when you go to any type of showing, make sure that you always back into the driveway. Make sure you have an easy way out. You don't always have to pull into the driveway because you just never know. Safety is number one, safety is key. And if you get a funny feeling, do not go, cancel the showing. I have had a situation that came up like that with me, and I canceled the showing. I'm going to tell you about that. Um, after the two more, okay, so after she got there, two more cars pulled up and tried to box her car in. Luckily, her husband knew where she was and decided to show up. As soon as he got there, they froze and she had enough time to wiggle her car and leave. She reported this incident to the police and called the listing agent. She is safe, but please be careful and let someone know when you are going to showings and where they are. And they said they're going to be reaching out to Canopy, which is the people that does do the listings. But you all, people will try to set you up, especially during this time of year. So just be very, very, very careful. Um, I had a similar situation with a client that wanted to see a property. We were scheduled to meet that evening. This happened this summer. And I was about to go out there to meet the client. And I had showed properties to this person before. And I don't know. For some reason, I got a very leery feeling because I looked up the property and it was on like this long, narrow back road far off the road. I didn't like the location. I pulled it up on Google Maps and I scoped it out before I went out there. So I called one person. They said they couldn't meet me out there. And we always try to get someone like in the office to meet us out there if we can't make it. So nobody, I don't know, I don't think anyone responded. I went to go put some gas in my car and I took my, I had my thing on me or whatever. So then I called, somebody and I told them the situation and he said, don't go. He said, F that, cancel, don't go. So I ended up calling my the client or whatever. And and I had the other person on the other line and I was like, well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. His, vehicle broke down and I'm gonna have to go pick him up. And he was like, oh, but me and my brother, we're already at the property. See, what happened was he ended up telling me at the last minute that he was bringing his brother. And I'm like, wait a minute, you bringing your brother? That was never discussed at first. So why would I go out there and there are two dudes no, I didn't feel comfortable, so I didn't go. You all, so I canceled that showing. I never reached back out to him, never heard back from him. The next thing, he popped up on my Facebook page. He found me on Facebook. He tried to friend request me. I never accepted his friend request. You never know what people are into. And then he did mention that, he is from another country. Not that that's anything negative about it, but some things about him just didn't sit right with me. And even dealing with him, like it was a lot more to that story. And I think he was a swindler, and I didn't trust it. So women, just be careful out there. Knowledge seeker, I'm going to bring you up. King, how are you today?
Good to be back once again. I'm feeling fantastic today
So
again.
glad.
Yes, yes, I'm good. I'm good. It's my birthday week, so I'm just been
Yes,
yeah, I've been planning everything.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
You got any plans?
As a matter of fact, yeah, like my cousin and my homegirl, like they taking me out, and they're gonna take me clubbing, and we're gonna have a good old funky time. So
That's
like I don't get out much, so they know that I don't get out that much, so they're gonna make the best of my time.
that's right. Enjoy your life.
hmm
Yes, indeed.
I kind of came in like as you were talking though, but like, what was like the main like topic of the video you were showing?
Okay, so earlier I spoke about Shanquella Robinson and this bench ninja movement that we're in because I'm not sure if you're familiarized with that video, but she got beat up by a trans I don't know what you call it, like a transgender guy. So it was not a woman, it was actually a man that actually was beating her. And
hmm
then there was another male in the hotel room filming it. and another female filming it. And I was just saying, like, we live in the age and era where people like to take their cell phones and capture the demise of someone's death instead of helping the person. That's not a real man right there.
Mm.
And then on top of it, I was saying, had she had a GUN, a couple of people probably wouldn't be here, because I know if I had one and they tried to attack me, that look,
Send
shoot
them
first.
right to glory. Send them right to glory.
I'm telling you, like, and the sad part is she didn't even try to fight back. If you saw the video, I can send you the video, but I'm not going to play it here because she didn't have any clothes. Like, they beat her naked. She had no clothes on, So it was so sad and unfortunate. Her neck was broken, and I think one of her vertebrae in her spine was broken, so she couldn't move even if she wanted to. And so it had to take some blunt force trauma to snap her neck like that, y'all. And then I was also talking about the fact that ammunition is at a shortage. So if you can get your hands, on some ammunition, I was just telling the women out here, make sure you feel comfortable with your weapon. You go into the range and practicing, and you have plenty of them things, them bullets. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just telling the story about one of the fellow realtors. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's one of my colleagues.
Okay,
Hold on, knowledge. I need you to hold it down real quick for me. Hold on one second.
okay. Take your time. Nah, but I can share a little bit of my story. We really do need to bear our arms with weapons. Like I have like a friend of mine who she owns a handgun, but like she needs to own a handgun because she's raising three black women. I mean, raising two daughters in San Francisco, and she lives in like a big city, so she needs to carry one to protect her own. So nothing against bearing your arms with weapons. So, oh my god, oh my god, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Yes, shout out to you, knowledge seeker. That was just one of my colleagues just checking on me from something that happened earlier today. But yes, we just have to make sure that we're putting safety first. We got to understand not all people mean us well. People want to set you up. They tried to set this woman up in broad daylight. Obviously, we're having these men out there, trying to block her car in. Luckily, her husband showed up and she could get away. And just same thing with Shanquella. She was out there with some people that she thought were her friends. Apparently, they were not. Just be on the lookout for the warning signs when people seem envious and jealousy. You can't trust people nowadays, and it's sad.
It really is dangerous. I always encourage people on my social media platforms, take it easy right now. Take it easy right now. If you have to cut some friends off or not go out at this particular time, do it. Especially if you're a vulnerable woman with no man beside you right now, please take all the precautions you need for the ones you love and for yourself most importantly. It's hectic out here.
Absolutely, and trust your intuition first. Like if you have to second guess something, then that's your intuition telling you that for a reason. Always try to just practice best judgment and have some type of weapon with you, no matter what. Because people be watching more than you think they do. People are vicious. They're evil. They're conniving. They're always plotting. And unfortunately, we live in a world of a bunch of vultures and predators, especially right now because it's the holiday season. I don't know why it's like that, but people act real crazy this time of year as well.
Oh,
It,
and like I read the statistics, there'll be home invasions, suicides, domestic abuse, and I'm like, wow, isn't supposed to be a magical time, but niggas is out here wilding out.
yeah, absolutely. And speaking of suicides, like they'll take themselves out and they'll take you out with them just because they're all unhappy about their lives because they're not satisfied with their life. They feel like they don't want to live. You don't deserve to live. People are psychotic out here, y'all.
Won't just kill you, they'll kill everybody in the room.
Yeah, so if you are dealing with somebody that's emotionally unbalanced, emotionally unstable, and they're giving you feelings, warning signs that they need to be watched, take heed to that. Make sure you document things. Make sure you let other people know your location, what's going on. Screenshot, video, message, text. Just do anything so people really know what's going on, because these people tried to cover up Shanquella's, demise. They lied to her mother, said that she had alcohol poisoning. That was not true. No alcohol was even found in her system. They basically beat this girl to death. And they did it in Mexico, and they thought they were going to get away with it by coming back to the United States after they filmed the freaking video. And I don't know how it got posted on social media. All of them need to be locked up under the jail. That is disgusting.
That story breaks my heart. Like
Yeah.
I saw like the news stuff about it. I couldn't really watch a lot of it. It just breaks my heart.
I didn't either, Knowledge Seeker, because it's so depressing. When I first saw it on Instagram, I was like, I thought that they knew this girl personally. I'm like, why are they posting her? So I don't know, but apparently she had, two businesses out in Charlotte. She had a boutique and she had a hair salon, well, a braiding hair salon, and she seemed to be have done well for herself. So we don't know why they would antagonize her like this or attack her. Now there is
No, no, don't do. I'm sorry. I got my little cousin in the room. I'm sorry. Let me just mute my mic real quick. You can keep talking.
it's so funny, y'all. But yeah, so we don't know exactly the real reason behind it. There was, the scenario going around that the girl had somebody's cousin set up, and the guy, he died because of the setup. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know one thing: for a male to be in that room and watch her to get beaten down like that and not do anything about it, we need to really address what's going on out here in the melanated community with these males, with these men, with these camera phones that don't want to get involved. And the fact that they will hype up an argument, they will hype up an attack. They sit up there and they find it entertaining when they see two women or one woman fighting against multiple women. This is not cute. This is nothing to be proud of as men in the community. And I want to know where are the men standing up to, say something about these things that's taking place. Because I don't really hear any men talking about that. The fact that they're in the room videotaping this, and the male is just sitting up there talking about, oh, can't you at least fight back? Do something. And then he's recording it. But he never tried to intervene. It is disgraceful, y'all. So I did want to come on and talk about that. Knowledge Seeker, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I was listening, and like I've seen so many videos on World Star and Timeline. These women throwing fists at each other, but then you got black men everywhere just like pulling out the camera phones, recording
Mhm.
everything, taking L's, and not much more I can say about that. It's just not good
Yeah,
at all.
I think we all get the consensus of what's going on out here, and that really needs to stop, y'all. It really needs to stop. I cannot understand why you see someone in pain that's going through something so detrimental, and your first instinct is to get a cell phone and record it like it's entertainment. Like if that were you lying on the floor about to lose your life, would you want somebody with a cell phone camera in your face while you're being attacked with no clothes on in front of everybody? Like then it gets posted on the internet, and that's probably why these people are going to be locked up, because unfortunately people like to record their crimes. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what happens.
Mhm.
A bunch of nonsense, y'all. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and talk about that. This live stream was not meant to be that long. I wanted to come on here and address you all. Before I close out, before I leave out, I do want to give a testimony, y'all. um, I'm just going to give my testimony that, you know, sometimes we don't know how things are going to play out in our lives. And like I said, sometimes people try to attack you, meaning it for it to go in a negative direction. But you never know how the universe is going to manifest that to work out in your favor. So I'm just going to give my testimony right now. Today is December 1st. Heute East Donnerstag. Today is Thursday, you all. Just remember I said this. In about a month from now, I want to see how things worked out in my favor, because I am a warrior that's still standing. I'm in your angelic warrior, y'all. Mr. Knowledge Seeker, do you have any testimonies before we close out?
Mm, I don't have anything today prepared, so I ain't got nothing. So maybe on F Your Feelings Friday, I'll probably share something, but I have nothing today.
F Your Feelings Friday. I can't wait. I can't wait, y'all. So, yes, please join us tomorrow for F Your Feelings Friday. I think we're going to start. I'm going to try to start at around 8. If not, the latest is 8:30 p.m. Y'all know how I do. I'll be trying to get prepared. So, before I leave, let me turn my camera on, give y'all a formal goodbye. Shouts out to your girl, okay? Your melanated queen over here. Thank you so much, Knowledge Seeker, for coming up. Shouts out to you, King. It's always a pleasure to have you on the panel. I love your energy. Shouts out to Gotham for stopping by in the chat and all of the viewers, everybody that watched. From the sound of my voice, if you're listening, please make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe if you like my content. All
Oh,
right.
and I did actually drop a new video on my channel, so like maybe you'll
Oh,
check it out when you have a chance.
thank you for telling me. I can't wait to go see it. I need the laugh today, Knowledge Seeker. Thank you. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check out Knowledge Seekers channel, okay? If you are one for if you feel like you are one for conspiracy theories, which I don't believe that they're theories, I believe that the stuff is true. Knowledge Seeker be dropping some information on his channel. Check him out. He's funny, he's entertaining, and I like the way he presents this information. Okay, so check him out and make sure y'all check out VETV Veracity Exchange. He's not here tonight. He didn't join the panel. I didn't tell him I was going live, so who knows. And also, I think tomorrow we might have Miss Sherelle back up here. I'm not sure. I hope Gotham can come join. And of course, I hope Knowledge Seeker can join everybody that, our regulars. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.
All right, I'm out. Bye.
All right. Until next time, peace to you, King. With that being said, y'all, make sure y'all check us out tomorrow for F Your Feelings Friday. I'm going to close off like this. I'm going to hit you with the outro. Stay winning, you all. Stay winning. And make sure y'all check out my Patreon for all the videos that YouTube keeps striking and doing things like that. I'm putting them on my Patreon page. So check that out if you like. Of course, I'm giving knowledge, so they don't want you to see that. All right, y'all, signing out. Stay blessed. And until next time, talk to y'all later.